I recently went on a little weekend getaway with some friends over to the west coast of Florida, and we had such a nice time. Now, I've been to Fort Myers before, but I've never been to this little island that's off the coast of Fort Myers. It's called St. James City, and I'm here to tell you some of the top things to do there. Check it out. Guys, welcome back to Manny Travels and Hikes. It's me, Manny, and everyone's favorite co-host, Bully.
Sup?
What? Did you say something? So like I said, we're gonna talk about St. James City, some of the things to do there. Me and my friends, we rented a little golf cart because it's that small of an island that we were able to get around and just check out some of the cool things. There's a lot of little mom and pop style restaurants, and everything has this beachy vibe to it, which is so much fun, especially now in the spring and summer. We stayed at a really nice Airbnb that was right on the water. They were super cool. We got to bring our buddies with us, all our dogs. Right, buddy? You had a good time? So the first excursion we booked on this trip was a Tiki boat ride. Now, I've seen these in the Fort Lauderdale area closer to where I live, but I've never been on one. It's pretty cool. It's just a Tiki that's floating on the water. It's a boat, you know. It turns out these Tiki boats are actually a franchise. And so the one over there is called Cruisin' Tikis, St. James City. And our captain, his name was Nick. Him and his crew were super cool. We had a blast with them. So the Tiki boat could fit about, I don't know, 8 to 10 people. It was just our own group, 4 of us, so we had it all to ourselves. The captain plays whatever music you want. You know, it's a Bluetooth speaker. And it's bring your own beer or whatever alcohol you want to bring on the trip with you. So we were all having a good time getting lit out on the ocean. So this excursion is a 3-hour boat ride. And one of the top things it includes is a stop at this really cool sandbar. I mean, it's more like a little mini island. It took us about 45 to 60 minutes to arrive to that little island. There was a few other boats hanging out there. People had their dogs. Like, everyone was just chilling on this little sandbar, having a nice time, having some drinks.
What the F are we doing right now? Woo! I guess that answers it all.
Drinking on a Tiki boat!
Sandbar that a friggin' Tiki boat just took us to. Look at this thing. What? What? Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. Or be jealous. Whatever.
I brought my drone with me, so I got some cool shots. Take a look. So we stayed on that little island for, I don't know, maybe about a half hour, and then we got back on the boat and made our way back, just enjoying the sun, the breeze, having a good time with our friends, playing music. These girls were dancing, having so much fun, and yours truly was getting a little lit. Good vibes, and I definitely recommend Cruisin' Tikis, St. James City, because it was a blast. Another cool thing, that part of Florida on the west coast, there's a lot of dolphins out there. So I had never really seen this just being out in the ocean, but you're seeing the dolphins just jumping. Like in any random spot, you see dolphins jumping. It was pretty awesome. Before I tell you about the second excursion, I want to just give a shout out to Beach Bum, who's sponsoring this episode. They're gonna have a lot of cool beach apparel. Website's in the link. So on the next day, we booked another water excursion. We were having so much fun on the water, we wanted to be on a boat again. So it's more of a standard boat. We booked this excursion on Airbnb actually. It's called Lunch Dolphin Sightseeing Cruise, Bokeelia to Cabbage Key. On this boat, it was our group of 4, and there was another older couple just hanging out with us and the captain. Captain was super cool, very informative, and he was very nice. We had a great time hanging with him. We were allowed to bring drinks and treats on the boat too. He knew the spots where the dolphins were really active, so where we were riding through, like, we were seeing dolphins all over. It was pretty amazing. He took us to this little area where I guess is known for manatees. And so we got to just hang out there for a little while and watch the manatees slowly up here. I had never really seen manatees. I know they're common here in Florida, but I just never personally seen them from a boat. And it was pretty cool just seeing them pop out and make their special appearances. Only sad thing was some of them you could see a lot of scars on their back, and it just happens from boats accidentally riding over them. But I don't know, it is what it is. But either way, it was still really cool to see them. Now this excursion's main attraction is it takes us to an island called Cabbage Key, and it's like a resort island. It has a bunch of rooms and different like cabins. It's really nice. I would love to stay there like one weekend, me and my lady, or even with the friends, but just know it takes a boat to get there. So it's a remote island, which is kind of cool because every now and then you need that type of escape, you know? We probably had about an hour to an hour and a half time on the island. We had lunch at the one restaurant that's there. You could sit indoor or outdoor, nice views, and the food was pretty good. It was kind of cool. There's one bar that has like tons of dollar bills hanging off the ceiling. You'll see in this picture here. But yeah, we took a picture outside before we left just to kind of catch the scenery, and good times. From there, we still had a few minutes, so we walked around the island. There's some hiking trails. It's probably something you could do in a day if you're staying there. Just do all of these cool trails. So we actually got to see the Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles live there. Well, we actually only got to see one of them. The other ones were hiding, but it was kind of neat. Walked around the island a little bit. Had a random jumping contest.
Hey! Close. It was pretty close. It was close.
And before we left, I pulled out the drone and got a few shots. Take a look. Before we made our way back to the boat, checked out the water tower. Nice views up there, pretty cool. Tower in Cabbage Key. Cabbage Key? That's what we're called? Okay. I'm with these lovely ladies. Hey! Water all around us. Love it. A little scary when more people were coming up because it says only 4 people allowed at a time. We really enjoyed the ride back. You know, we grabbed a cocktail before we left, so we finished that on the boat. Enjoyed the dolphins. It was kind of cool seeing the dolphins just jumping, and take a look at this. They were following us, and they're just so playful.
One more, do one more, one more.
Honestly, I can't tell which excursion I liked more. They were both so unique and fun. And I say if you go out there, just do both of them. I'm gonna have links for both down in the description so you could check them out. Besides those 2 excursions, we really just enjoyed our time together, hanging out in the Airbnb, playing with our dogs, drinking.
What are you little doggies barking for? What's all that about here? Take it easy. Oh, it's the bullies outside. Baby.
One of our favorite things to do on any trip is going out to eat, so we got to check out a few restaurants while we were there. Other than the Cabbage Key restaurant, which was great, we ate at a few. Ones that pop into my mind are Low-Key Tiki. That one is actually, it's an outdoor tiki bar. They had some good bar foods, seafood. It's actually the spot where you meet to take the tiki boat cruise, so it worked out. We ate there after that boat ride. We ate at a couple other spots, but the best restaurant we ate at was at the Tarpon Lodge. This was a little bit more high-end place as part of a small resort. So you definitely want to make reservations because it fills up, you know. And they had some like really nice fancy cocktails. The food was the bomb. We like really enjoyed our time there. So I highly recommend Tarpon Lodge. Just, you're gonna spend a little more there, but it's worth it. One thing I do want to tell you about St. James City, something we didn't realize before going or planning this trip is there's still a lot of wreckage, devastation from last year's hurricane. There was a hurricane, I think it was last September, October, a Hurricane Ian, I think it is, and it really passed through the west coast of Florida, did a lot of damage in that area. So it's kind of crazy. Like there was even, on one of our boat rides, we saw a boat that was still on top of a house. Kind of crazy. I guess they just can't get it down. There's a lot of houses that are just completely destroyed, partially destroyed. A lot of workers working, so at least some people have jobs, you know, but crazy to see. Despite the devastation, we still had a cool time, very nice vibes over there, and the locals were very nice. Another thing you should know, the locals did keep us informed that it's probably not the best island to go swimming. that there's a lot of sharks in that area. I don't know which type of shark, but we recommended do not go swimming. Despite all that, you're always gonna have a good time when you're in good company. So plan a trip with your partner or with your friends, and I highly recommend all these excursions we spoke of. And guys, I know it's been a while since we put out another video, but thank you for following the channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and share this with your friends if you like this. Likes and comments go a long way too. And just want to say cheers to friendship, happiness, love, and adventures. Travel, hike, and go on adventures. Cheers, guys. Cheers, bully.